What's up guys, Logan here, and today I'm actually going to be changing the alternator on my 2001 Chevy Suburban right there. Now it did just get done raining, that's why it's all wet out here. I did check the radar, said the rain's going to be going away, but the area that I'm going to be working on right over there in that corner, it's dry, has a tree right there above us, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it right now. Now as far as required tools to change the alternator, all you need is a 10mm and a 15mm socket and ratchet, and a flathead screwdriver. Those are the only tools that you absolutely need. Now as far as how I know that this car actually needs a new alternator, today we were actually driving it today. While we were driving, the battery light came on, and then when I parked at a bank, I turned it off, went to the bank, came back out, tried to crank it up again, sounded like it was dead. So I was thinking maybe initially it could be the battery, so I got somebody to jump me off. After they jumped me off, I was driving for a little bit. All the gauges, they kind of went dead, and actually my headlights and taillights, they weren't working, and that's one symptom as far as your alternator when it's broke. Now, as a disclaimer, the underhood is not clean. This car was actually sitting for about 3 years, wasn't cranked or anything, so of course it's going to be really, really dirty. It's not the Mustang, it's not the show car, which even this isn't a show car, it's my daily driver. But this is more of like a project for me. But yeah, so the underhood is not going to be clean. But as far as the alternator change, the alternator is right up here up top. Should be a really simple change. I was actually kind of excited when I saw that the alternator was right there instead of like buried deep in my car. Now as far as the first step, you're going to want to go ahead and loosen the negative end of your battery terminal and take it off. Now for the next step, you're going to want to go ahead, take your flathead screwdriver, take off this little hose clamp right here and this hose clamp right there. Go ahead, loosen both of those, and this entire intake right here is going to be able to pull up just like that. Now that I have the intake already removed, this area right here is completely free. You're going to take your 15mm wrench and socket and everything. I personally got a big one just so I have a lot of leverage, but you're going to put it right here on the tensioner, lift it clockwise very slowly. That'll release some of the tension that's on the belt, just enough so this belt right here slides off of the alternator, and you slowly release the tensioner back. Now that I have the belt off of the alternator, you're going to want to go ahead and disconnect the alternator harness right here. How you do that is you just get a flathead screwdriver, get behind here, you'll flip up this little tab right here, and it comes directly out of the alternator like that. Then you're going to want to go ahead and remove two 15mm bolts right here, and then go ahead and take a 10mm bolt and take off this bolt right here. Now that I have the two 15mm bolts removed, the ones right here and the 10mm bolt removed over here, and the wiring harness, you can go ahead and take a pry bar. A pry bar would be best, but I just have this really thick screwdriver. I'm going to stick it under right here, lift up, and this right here will be able to be moved. It's just jammed in here pretty good, so you're going to need something thick to kind of, get some leverage on it. And here's the alternator. Okay guys, this right here is the old alternator. As you can see, this right here is the new alternator. There was a sticker right here. I'm going to get some of this paper off a little bit better, just so it doesn't burn off or anything. So yeah, go ahead and change the alternator. Well guys, putting it back in turns out to be a little bit of a pain too. I'm going to go inside, get a rubber mallet, tap the top of this just so it goes in. Okay guys, I am done with the install now. I went ahead and tightened everything back up. It's basically this, or it is actually the same exact steps I took taking off the alternator, putting it back on. But yeah, the hardest thing that I actually ran into doing this alternator install was putting the actual new alternator back on. I had to get that rubber mallet and I had to beat the heck out of that alternator, but I was only hitting the outside casing of it, so it was good. But yeah, I used my Mustang, jumped it off, drove around the neighborhood. The battery light actually went off. Because it was on earlier, so it went off, so everything is good. But I am going to go ahead and go to the gym, but while I'm there, I'm going to go ahead and stop by O'Reilly's, drop this off. Because I didn't have this with me, I had to pay an extra $25 or $30 for the core fee, so I'm going to go ahead, I kept the receipt, so I can go ahead and return that. But guys, I really do hope this video was helpful. I know this was a little bit different from my Mustang videos, well, completely different, me doing a Chevy video. But yeah, as far as other trucks or other vehicles this is useful to, any 5.3 engine, I think from like 2000 to 2004 or 2005 is going to be about the same thing. So yeah, you can use this same setup on a lot of different vehicles. But guys, I really do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it and please subscribe. And as always, have a great day.